I've been talking about the benefits of creating your podcast using Anchor for quite a while, but today there are so many more benefits that I can't imagine using a different hosting platform. And that's because Anchor, the world's largest podcast hosting platform, has now combined with Spotify for podcasters to create an all-new, first-of-its-kind platform with everything you need to create and grow a podcast. This means that you are now able to combine Anchor's all-in-one free hosting and distribution with all the best features Spotify has to offer, so you can make, manage, and level up your show. This includes the ability to upload or record your content, publish video podcasts to Spotify, add interactive features like Q&A and polls, choose from a number of monetization tools, and keep track of your show's growth with advanced analytics. And of course, you can still publish your episodes and distribute them to all platforms where your podcast is available. What makes all of this so amazing is that even if you already have a podcast hosted elsewhere, you can still take advantage of Spotify's free growth tools for podcasters, like analytics and fan engagement. You can do this by claiming your show on Spotify for Podcasters. Spotify for Podcasters is truly the easiest way to make any podcast, manage your show, and get the most out of Spotify. All you have to do is focus on your content, and they'll take care of the rest. For more information, go to podcasters.spotify.com. Welcome to Pink Kink,
where we talk about the pretty, twisted side of kink.
I'm Princess Rara.
And I'm Dara, the Electro Khaleesi.
Whether you are a new kinkster or have years of experience, Pink Kink will help you level up your kink knowledge.
Join us on this journey as we talk about our personal experiences and use the knowledge we've gained over 28 years of being involved in both private and professional aspects of this lifestyle to help you explore every facet of kink.
Get set for an adventure. Not only will you learn and grow, but we promise loads of laughter, turning each episode into a fun party. So fasten your seatbelt and let's get this show started. Pink Kink runs off the generosity of our devoted patrons.
As a patron, you will become a member of our special Discord server, receive some adorable Pink Kink stickers, as well as have access to a monthly behind-the-scenes podcast. Patrons also get discounts at our Etsy shop, Pink Kink Boutique, and our online classes at Pink Kink Institute.
In addition, our impactful and electrifying Pink Kinksters get special audio and video episodes. And finally, patrons at our highest tier will be recognized as producers, both here on the podcast and on our website.
If you would like to become a patron, you can visit us at patreon.com/pinkkinkpodcast or click the link at pinkkinkpodcast.com.
Today's episode is produced by our electrifying Pink Kinksters. Thank you, Jay, Witcherman, Brianna Lynn, Daddy J, Fabe, Embers, Blossom, William P., Claire, Lady Blooding, Naughty and Nice, Butte Pain, Northern Sir, Manda Panda, Kat, Stefan, Shadow Phoenix, Serenity Deb, Christopher, Kilted Sir, Brian, May Cry Devil, Ruby Riot, Mistress Velma, Enchanted Sparrow, The Wombat, Impact Hazard, Twitch, Lioness X, The Midnight Girl, Sinful, J21, Daisy If You Do, Harley Chick,
Violet Rain, Serenity, Belle, Puppy Mike, Eric, Cat Daddy, Sweetie Todd, Lady Affliction, Dr. Dave, Pumpkin Pie, Ms. Tourmaline, S'more, Hacksaw, Kinky Katie, Wee Mad Beastie, To Be Better For Me, Forrest, BP Bryn, Crash Override, Little Bean, Kinky Bear, I'm a Baby Bitches, Barbie, Navigator Bard, Frost, Sinful and Naughty, Coffee and Chaos, Noir, Mr. Pillsbury, Abby, Peaches, Brendan, Mighty Owl.
Are you looking for a dating app for kink and fetish alternative lifestyles? Well, check out our sponsor, Kink D, Kinkd. Kink D is one of the most famous kink, BDSM, and fetish dating apps. They've been featured on HuffPost, Yahoo, Cosmopolitan, and more. Kink D allows you to find and meet local kinksters to fulfill your sexual fantasies. Go to kinkdapp.com to get your free membership. You can also find the app in the Apple App Store or on Google Play. Again, that's kinkdapp.com. Join now and get access to the free bondage, BDSM, kink, and fetish dating community for singles, couples, and swingers. That's kinkdapp.com, KINKD app.com.
Oh my God, I'm so fucking tired.
Well, it's Dungeon Hangover Day.
Yes, it is. And mine has not. Well, has mine hit? I did ask you for Tylenol when I walked in the door today.
Yeah.
So that probably counts. I haven't dropped yet.
I'm too tired to drop. Like, that would require more effort than I'm willing to put in at this point in time. I also didn't have the night you had. This was, by Rara standards, a fucking extraordinarily chill night for me.
Yes, it was, because you were hanging out behind my station for a lot of it.
I was only there to support Naughty and Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I played a little bit because, well, I'm me, so I had to.
You have to.
But my needle top was not there, so I didn't get to bottom for needles. So I was just really support system. So yes, contrary to popular belief, I can take a back seat.
You are an emotional support extrovert.
That's me.
So you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should be hired out like that whenever somebody doesn't like want to go. Would that be hiring yourself out as an escort though? If you like emotional support extrovert for events and stuff?
No, I'm medical equipment.
We're gonna get you a little vest that says
service person.
Service person. Please don't pet.
Don't fucking pet me. You'll mess up my goddamn hair. So do not pet me.
Oh my God, I love it.
Unless you really are a masochist and you want me to hurt you, because I will.
I really need to get you a vest that says that. It's so you can wear it places. I think that'd be funny as shit.
But yeah, so it was a chill, mellow night for me. But I still had my chicken nuggies at the end because it's, tradition.
I don't get chicken nuggies after risque. I get chicken nuggies after recording.
Okay. Traditions are good.
So I had a fully loaded night.
Oh my God. Your sign up filled up
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Less than that, actually. And people were still coming in at doors open at 9. People were coming in at 10 and going over to my station and being like, oh, I'm like, yeah, do you not realize that unless you're the first wave of people getting in here, you ain't getting a demo?
I had to wait in line like the regular folk.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
You had to go through that. The event.
Like a peon.
Like a peon. I had to wait in line. It was really upsetting. I don't like it.
Don't they realize that you're a princess?
Well, here's the funny part. So the person in charge of the hosts, I explained to her that I had to wait in line like a peon, like a basic bitch. So she told me next time don't do that. She said just come in early. And pretend like you're working the event.
Oh, don't let anybody hear you say that.
I mean, I'll still pay and stuff. Like I can go back out, but yeah.
Oh, I forgot to get my wristband and everything last night. I mean, I was and I forgot to schedule a break. I mean, I was like.
Well, here's the funny part. So since I actually had to check in at the front desk, which is not something I normally do, they pointed out that my membership expired back in October.
Oops.
It's January now.
Oops.
So yeah. I'm good now. I'm back. I've rejoined.
Yeah.
Apparently, Daddy J says his has also expired. So
probably mine is too. In that case, because I did Daddy J's and mine at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this one guy there. He works there. Never once has he remembered me. That I am there every month. Every single time he comes up and he says, "Are you demoing?" I'm like, dude, yeah, for the last 3 years. Every month for 3 years. I don't know what that is in numbers, but
a lot.
It's many. But and then last night, Daddy J usually pulls up in front of the door and then unloads the car and
unloads you.
Unloads me and sends me on my merry way while he goes to find a parking space. And the dude was outside. Same dude comes up and he goes, "Are you dropping off or parking?" And Daddy J looks at him like, "Fucking A, dude, dropping off." And he goes, "Okay, well, after you do that, you have to go park down there because this isn't a parking spot." And I'm looking at him like, I know.
That's
we're
why
here every month.
But that's why we're unloading, not parking.
The flashers are on. What the hell? It's weird. Is
this one of the managers?
Yes. The flannel shirt dude.
Oh, him?
Yes.
Oz.
Yeah. Is that him? I didn't know his name.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he threw a fit about where we were plugging in. And poor Blackthorn had to, it was standing there arguing with him about, he goes, no, she always plugs in there every single time. And he's like, no, we can't because the lights and da-da-da. He goes, what's wrong with the lights? What are you talking about? This is where she's been. And we had to do this. I don't know if you noticed, but the cord was up and over the fucking exit door last night with tape.
I don't like it when the parents fight.
It was really funny, though, because I leaned on the table. I put my boobs on the table, and I put my hands on my face, and I'm just sitting there like, that face, where you put your face in your hands. I'm like looking back and forth. I'm like, daddies are fighting.
Yeah.
Except neither one of them are a daddy. But I was like doing one of these. I was bopping my head back and forth like a ping pong ball.
See, Blackthorn gives me great daddy energies. Blackthorn is the one who, when I had the scene with Barbie.
Yes.
And there was a bit too much blood, and Blackthorn's the one who looked at me and asked, did I have any Band-Aids? And I looked and went, no. I got the disappointed daddy look. I'm not angry at you. I'm disappointed in you, daddy look.
Funny with that, though. Okay, yeah, he does give daddy energy. The other one, not so much.
Oh, see, he's not the one I've ever had a problem with. Oz is great.
Oz has a problem with, like, me, apparently.
Maybe he just doesn't like electricity.
Maybe. He just does not, he, like, refuses to remember who I am. I'm like, dude, 3 years.
Yeah, see, there's one in particular I wish he would forget who I was, because he gets angry at me all the damn time.
Cosmo?
No, Cosmo doesn't get angry at me. Cosmo is a very smart businessman, and Cosmo understands I am very good for his business. He doesn't get angry at me.
No. You want to tell them about how they accidentally left off the next Pink Kink takeover?
Oh, so they put out the schedule for the themes for Risque for the rest of the year.
Well, they didn't put it out in public. They just put it out in our Discord.
In our staff group.
Yeah.
And I went through it, and we're not there on it.
Mm-hmm.
Is another day.
She's messaging me.
I'm immediately going, whoa, something's wrong.
Yeah. Hey, Dara.
Well, because you're closer to him than I am.
I mean, it's whatever at this point.
You've known him longer,
sure.
So.
But it was just really funny. And I look, and apparently you must have texted me in between the original post and the update, because you were like, can you fix that? Can you tell him? And I look, I'm like, it's fixed.
Yeah.
It's there. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Because as usual, I'm fast.
Yes, you are. You do quickies. Oh, speaking of quickies.
Oh, yes?
I had 2 quickies last night.
Oh. Do tell.
I did a brave thing.
Yes.
I did wax.
Good for you.
It was a very quick quickie.
Mm-hmm.
It was right before we opened. I was talking to the wax guy, and I don't know how often he's there, but I've never really interacted with him.
I'd say about 50% of the time.
So he's there, I'm there, we're chatting. He was talking about electricity stuff, and he mentioned he does wax, and I was like, huh, I'm that's always made me very scared. I'd done it, once before, and I didn't really enjoy it. He goes, well, I do certain things for people who are new, and I was like, I want to try it.
So what did he do?
He dripped it on my arm. Okay, and so I just wanted it on my arm because I was like, not a very sensitive spot, and I really didn't want to take off half my outfit in order to do this.
Right.
Our darling Sophina came with me. And she held my hand the whole time since you weren't there. She was my emotional
I was waiting online like a basic
like a
bitch. With the regular folks.
Oh my God. You should have worn your tiara, clearly.
Well, my hood from my onesie doesn't fit over the tiara. It's hard.
Oh, that's too bad. But anyway, so I had my other emotional support extrovert with me. And she was just kind of cracking up the whole time. She's like, it's okay. You can do this. You can do this. He had everything warmed up and ready to go, and it was like super hot, I guess, and he dipped it in the cold bucket for like 30 seconds, really cooled the wax down,
okay,
and then dripped it on me, and it was just warm. It wasn't hot, it was just warmish. I was like, I like this. And he made like a cool little drippy design, and then he got to the part where he scraped it off with a knife.
And see, this is why I love kink, because people are at all ends of the spectrum and all over. I know, and I have very much come to the realization that my meter is fucked up.
Yes.
And it is off. So I'm like, it is so cute that you're sitting there going, so I got really brave and I tried the wax,
and it was
warm.
But
he cooled it down. It was warm. And I'm thinking they're going, and I get Brazilian waxes, and I'm embarrassed because my wax lady's got to notice I'm wet and turned on from this.
I can't get waxing done. That's the thing. I'm allergic to like all the stuff that they put in there. You should see me.
You couldn't do it anyway.
No. But no, I've gotten it done before. I did my eyebrows, and my eyebrows
Brazilian waxes.
No,
Yeah.
my eyebrows swelled up and were bloody.
Oh yeah, no, you can't do that.
I'm not doing that to my cooch.
No, but it just makes me laugh that this is the levels where I'm like, yeah, okay, please don't say anything, Ms. Wax Lady, about the fact that my pussy's all wet because this turns me on.
Yeah, no, I can't. I will swell up and be bloody, and I am not doing that to my precious kitty.
No, I actually, next weekend, I am getting both eyebrows and cooch done. Not at the same time. And by two different women. But yeah.
So that was my first quickie. And by the way, that knife thing, I forgot how much I like knife play. And you want to know something extremely funny about that?
What?
The last time I got knife play done was the first time I got knife play done, which was the first night that I ever met Sophina. And I was so high from that scene, I face planted into her tits, and I had never met her before. I just saw a pair of tits that were really gorgeous, and they were there, and I went kabonk right into them, and she goes, oh, this is happening. And that's how we met.
I have a knife if you need a little scraping in your life.
I do. I might. Okay. It's really, oh my God, it was so nice.
So I'm not sure that letting me near you with a knife is necessarily the best idea.
I don't consent to blood play. But yeah, no, it was really nice. And then my second quickie was I reciprocated to him. He wanted a little quickie of electro because he didn't know that my cards could zap him.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit to him right when we first opened, and we were like, oh, we had 2 quickies together tonight. Oh my God. We like made that joke for the rest of the night.
Yeah. The only thing, well, I did Naughty and Nice's warm up for, she was doing hook suspension.
Okay.
So I did impact warm up, and I'm laughing because we took it easy on our impact scene, which is weird. And then I
well, she had requested to do electro after.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, go really, really light. And I was like, who are you? I mean, I know why.
Yeah.
But it was weird. It was a weird request. Anyway.
So I did that. And then I watched her do the hook suspension and proceeded to tell a few more people that my plan is to do it next year in 2025 so that I am embarrassed into having to do it.
Was that what that was?
It's because it's all mental. Like, I know I can handle the pain.
You are mental, yes.
Right, yes. I know I can handle the pain, but it's the mental aspect of hooks through your back and being lifted off the ground and being hung that way. So
purple.
I'm also very competitive. We've acknowledged this. And if I tell people and they're expecting me to do it, I can't back out. I just can't. Like, it goes against every part of my being to back out of something I said I'm going to do.
Did I tell you I accidentally saw one?
Oh, I'm so sorry. But there's really, I mean, I was up close and personal, and you don't really see the blood.
No. I saw the prep part.
Oh, okay.
I went over, I was trying to say bye to Hot Asian Guy and like drop off my my blinky light thing, my staff light.
I know exactly. Yeah, I know who was going after her, so I know who you saw.
Yeah. So they were on the table getting the hooks put in. And I flipped the fuck out and ran away.
Yeah, but you weren't close enough because the way it's set up is they're far back against the wall.
Do you think that matters? Do you think that matters? It's not the blood. It was the stuff inside the skin part.
Yeah. Then you definitely won't like it once they're up in the air and you can see the pulling.
I saw that too by accident, and because I just looked up and I was like, nope. No. I didn't faint. I didn't turn gray. I didn't have to stop my scene though, so that was good.
There you go. Oh, progress. Yay!
Yeah,
progress.
I have evolved.
Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I'm not a Dara anymore. I'm a
Khaleesisaur?
Okay.
Trying to come up with a Pokemon name.
Khaleesisaur?
Do you not know Pokemon names?
Darachu?
There's a Bulbasaur, so you could be a Khaleesisaur.
Okay.
Or you could be just a Darasaur.
Oh, we'd have to tell one more story. Yeah,
okay.
Darasaur, that's cool. Sounds an awful close to dinosaur, though.
That's
anyway, we have
point.
one more story to tell.
Yes.
You and I played Simon Says last night.
On somebody's ass.
It was fun. Or was it Simon Says or like horse? Because it was kind of like it was basically one person did a pattern
And the other one had to repeat. So it was Simon's. It was Simon Says the not the game where you stand up and you do Simon Says this, but Simon Says the game where they have like the red, yellow, blue, green lights, and it goes in a pattern, and then you have to match the pattern.
Match the pattern. Yeah,
that's Simon Says.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was what we did, and we took turns doing that with like a mallet and a paddle. And I got to tell you, the mallet was a lot harder to work with than the paddle.
She was so funny. She's like, "This thing's heavy." I'm like, "All right, switch." We also did it with your new electro impact toys.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So then we we were like, okay, we need to even this out a little bit from like light paddle and mallet, which was weird. And then we picked up my new, what do we call those?
We did those first, actually. We did the electro impact toys first.
Oh, okay.
And then we switched to the paddle. And the only reason I remember that is because you had the paddle and I had the mallet.
And then we switched.
And you did the paddle over the middle of his ass because it covered the whole ass. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I can't do that with the paddle. I'll be hitting him in the butt crack.
It was still really funny. And then we put the blanket on him, the one with all the metal threads.
We had him
rolling.
Like I thought he was going to roll off the table at one point.
He tried to. I had to push him back.
We need to find straps and strap him down next time so he can't move. But we need to find straps that don't necessarily have metal in the buckles.
Yeah, we need like full leather ones or nylon or something.
Or rope.
We could do that. I had rope. It's just not long enough.
Right.
He's very tall.
Yeah. Well, you need 2 pieces. One for the hands and one for the feet.
Well, I only have one. Okay. But yeah, he tried to roll off the fucking table and we were just like, no. But it's kind of our fault because we were tickling him like crazy.
It was fun.
It was really funny. And at one point, he was rolling and wiggling and bucking around on my table so much that my poor little electro blanket got stuck in his ass.
Oh, you kept having to pull it.
Yeah, so we had to put that one away for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of ass.
Yes, I think that's a perfect segue.
I am a genius.
You are a genius.
I came up with my own segue. So speaking of booty, today's episode is all about the booty.
Yes. Makes me want to break into song.
What song?
It's all about the bass.
Oh, I was thinking it's all about the Benjamins. But I have a better one. I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Oh, yeah, that one
other
too.
brothers can't deny. They wouldn't. And I'm going to stop there. I can't actually do the whole thing, but
I can't.
I can do, most of it. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. All right. And it's entirely accurate to me.
As somebody who doesn't have an ass, that's probably why I've never really.
I love booties. Favorite thing in the whole world to do is chomp on a big, juicy booty. So no, I have never chomped on Rara's ass.
I don't have a big booty. I cannot lie.
I do.
I don't.
I got a good dunk.
I don't. I got a good dunk. Don't.
That's okay. You also have juggernauts.
Yes, I do.
That was the best joke. My friend in high school did that. They're like, yeah, she doesn't have jugs. She's got juggernauts. And I was like, holy shit. I'm using it forever. And I have. All right. Speaking of booties.
Yes.
Let's talk about booty sex.
Okay. Do we have
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about the booty.
Yes, definitely. Got to talk about the booty. There's a lot of people who are totally into it. If you go by all of my romance novels that I read, that's apparently the it thing to do is the booty sex.
Mm-hmm.
I personally am not the biggest fan of booty sex. It didn't do a lot for me. I do like anal play.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do like the anal plugs and different things like that. I guess part of it is that, as I've said before, Diesel is proportionate.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing ain't going in. I don't care how many people tell me it will fit and the lube and all that. No.
So, funny story.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I did booty sex was not Daddy J, because he's actually not into it. It was horsecock.
Mm-hmm.
7'1", also proportionate. And I did booty sex with him on the regular.
You do you, boo.
It was crazy. It took like a month of prep, but we got there.
I mean, I have had sex, vaginal sex, where I've been plugged up in the booty, and that's fun.
I haven't actually done that with Daddy J yet either. And it's on my list. I just keep forgetting because when we get into it, we're like into it.
But it's it's not that I haven't done. I did it with Voldemort, who is not a oversized guy. He's more average.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, it was on my bucket list, so I needed to check it off. And it was like we did it, right? That's what I do. And it was like, it was okay. I think I was so in my head that I couldn't relax and just enjoy it.
Well, so here's the thing. When I did it, it was actually to get over a trauma.
Mm-hmm.
I had an experience. I'm not going to get into details, but my ex-husband and the booty and, add 2 and 2 together. And it took me lots of years and like 10-ish. And this is what I decided I wanted to do to kind of work my way through that. And my partner, Horsecock, had also had a trauma having to do with it. And this is literally our C&C scenes. Had always to do with anal sex. And that was how we decided to work through it. But so it was not anywhere close to how you would normally do this and prep this. Right. Ours was a weird special case. But this is how it worked out. Okay, caveat. I'm not getting into every single aspect of the booty sex because we don't have time for that. We don't. So this is going to be like a gloss over.
This is Booty Sex 101?
This is Booty Sex Overview. Yes. And then at some point, we can probably do deep dives into more aspects of it. See what I did there? Yeah. Glad you caught that.
It's not contagious, is it?
What?
You said I caught that.
No. No. So, like, as Rawa was saying, a lot of people are completely against the idea, mostly because it has always been so incredibly taboo. But there's also, like, a huge amount of people that say this is where they get their most intense orgasms.
I have heard people say that. So it's not that I don't believe them. I just, as I said, it's freakish for me. Like, I'm scared.
So I never had an orgasm from it, but I've also only had an orgasm from PIV one time.
Yeah, see, and this maybe it's related. I don't know. I am highly orgasmic, and I can easily have multiple orgasms from just the cock inside the vagina.
Yeah, no, mine is all clit.
But they're different than the clit. Like, my orgasms will be different. But yeah.
Actually, I personally find it really funny that there's like a whole scene of people that consider booty sex kinky.
Well, oh yeah,
and to a kinkster, it's like, what?
Well, I don't necessarily think of sex when I think of kink.
Well, I know you don't, but I'm just saying, like, massive amounts of people do.
Right.
That's how they consider it. But like kinky people are going, okay, butt stuff. What are we talking about? Like Benoit balls, butt plugs, beating your ass with something while you have a butt plug. That's kinky. Butt sex, we're just like, okay, no, that's just sex.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? So I always found that kind of amusing. I do want to point out that a lot of times people are against it because they feel pressure to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, just going to say it, that is mostly from cishet men.
Well, I mean, look, I understand why they would want to do it, but that doesn't mean you have to.
Nope. And I would definitely put in that out there. If you do feel pressured to do that, walk away. Fuck that noise.
Run away.
Do not.
Because your partner should never be pressuring you to do anything.
Back away. Yeah.
Yeah, so that your butt's not easily accessible.
Yeah, like, put a big old rock in front of your butt and like just start backing that booty up. But, well, not into them, but like the opposite direction. But yeah, no, nobody should be pressuring you to do literally anything, especially not that. It is not good. So I just wanted to put that out there. It's like, this is not something that you can tick a box on and then brag about. It's serious. It can be very serious.
There is a lot of risk involved.
Huge amounts of risk. And actually, I have that in a whole different section.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I getting
my notes?
Okay.
Which, you would know if you read them.
I wanted to see what it was like to do an episode without reading the notes in advance.
Oh, yeah? How's that going for you?
So far, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Except for messing up.
I didn't mess it up. I'm just giving them coming attractions.
Oh, God. Is that what we're calling it now?
That's what we're calling it now.
Teasers?
Yeah, coming attractions.
In the same episode?
So, they'll be coming.
Uh-huh. They'll be coming back?
They'll be coming round the mountain. Here she comes. Huh, huh.
What the fuck is happening? Oh my God. Don't ever do that again. Is that what you sound like during sex? Because I'm a little scared.
I don't honestly want to know what I sound like
Poor
during
Diesel.
sex. I don't want to. I'm actually, this is what I sound like during sex. Fuck, because I can't come up with any other words. Part of the problem is again, 250-pound linebacker on top of me. Little old me.
So it's more like,
It's more like, I can't breathe.
see, there's the difference. I'm usually on top of Daddy J.
Okay. This is one of those problems, like the size difference. I could be on top,
but you can't get your legs apart that wide.
I can't, not only that, but I can't, even if I go up as high as my legs allow me to go up, that's still barely up over.
So you can't even climb up that. It's like climbing Everest for you, isn't it?
Like picture, right? Like, so he's laying down and I'm on top. His thighs are so big that even when you're riding a horse and you kind of go up, I only get up like an inch above him because... So maybe we need to do an episode on how to make size differentials work in sex. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a complicated thing.
Well, because I had to do that with Horsecock. That was really, but he didn't have he was a lot skinnier than Diesel. He was super tall, but he wasn't like as muscular. So I think that made a huge difference. And also I'm like 6 inches no, I'm 8 inches taller than you.
Yeah.
So huge difference.
Yep.
He was still over a foot taller than me. He was like a foot and 1 foot 5 inches taller than me. Mm-hmm. But the size difference between you and Diesel is like 2 feet.
It's not that bad. It's let's see, 15 inches. So you're making me do math.
Oh my God, there was more of a height difference between me and Horsecock than you and Diesel.
Well, no, Horsecock is what, 6'7"?
No, 7'1".
Was he really that tall?
7 foot 1 inch. I shit you not.
Ha, shit.
Yeah.
So that's how you're keeping us on track. We're back to anal.
Back to anal.
Oh, that actually, I don't know. Are you covering preparation?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, I'm trying not to get ahead of you because you just said shit that made me think of preparation.
Yeah, no, we're getting there.
Okay,
I just wanted to talk about the first kind of preparation is communication.
Communication, that's wild. That's
Holy
crazy.
shit. Because, get it? Because holy shit.
Shit.
No, we really have to talk about communication, people. Because like we said, the whole part about don't feel pressured to do it. If you do decide to do it, treat it like any other kink scene you would ever do.
Yep.
It is, even though a lot of kinky people don't consider it a kink scene just for anal sex, like plain old, I was about to say plain old vanilla anal sex. That doesn't really work though. Literally, if you are starting out and you're just thinking about doing it, consider it a kink scene. Absolutely. You have regular check-ins, you have a safe word, the whole 9 yards. You go slow. If you want it to slow down, you say slow down. If you want it to speed up, you say speed up. This is you are at the helm.
Right.
I was trying to make a joke out of that. Steering, there's something else. Aft, port, I don't know. There was boat jokes, but butt jokes, boat jokes. Anyway, and if they don't stop, if your partner doesn't hear you for some reason, giving them the benefit of the doubt right there, scream it.
Yeah. It's, as I said, there's so many risks that can happen. You have to make sure that you are doing everything you can to keep yourself safe because, well, I assume, as I said, you're going to get into the risks involved in
Yeah,
stuff.
that's at the end.
But even whether it's vaginal sex or anal sex, you need to be communicating with your partner.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to say stop or whatever safe word you guys want to use and they listen and it stops.
So this is the problem. I have a freeze response. I think I've talked about this before. I can't actually say the words, which is where the okay came in. And the other difference is Daddy J listens.
What a crazy concept. Your partner listens to you.
Yeah, like he actively listens for the okay now.
Oh, because he knows.
Horsecock also actively listened for that.
Well, it helps that you are able to tell them that this is my safe. This is my safe word. This is how I might respond. That's why when I talk about using like empowerment and communicating your own wants and needs, the more you know about yourself, like that is fantastic that you know that's how you respond so you can give them the information.
I literally don't remember the word for stop or red. The only word, it's kind of like when you're having sex, the only word you can come up with is fuck.
Yeah.
This is me for okay. That means stop it right the fuck now. I'm done. I can't take anymore. I wasn't able to communicate that way back in the day in my early 20s.
Right.
I didn't know that was a thing. God, I was a baby.
Now, as opposed to now when you're an old lady?
I'm very old. Yeah, technically I'm middle-aged now.
Well, it depends on how long you plan on living.
No, about middle. Yeah, I'm dead middle. Yep.
You're only living till 80?
Yep.
Why 80? What's the cutoff for that?
I don't know. I don't want to be that old.
Yeah, see,
Once I get to 60, I'll change my mind, but I'm just saying, as of right now, I don't want to be old.
Yeah, nope, I want to be that old. My goal, I told triple digits, baby.
I know.
Triple digits.
Well, my grandmother is 102 and still going strong, so...
Gotta love grandma.
Go grandma. All right, rule number 2.
Yes.
Lube.
Ouch.
Sorry. Rule number 2.
That's I feel that lube is important enough you should yell it like that. I just wasn't prepared.
Okay. Oh. Do you need to be more prepared?
I do. I need more preparation, please.
Preparation H?
Yeah, no.
Maybe afterwards.
So I have used Preparation H before because let me tell you, hemorrhoids are not fun. But that's a whole nother episode.
Why? Oh my God. Like the cost of kink is hemorrhoids? What kind of episode is that?
Well, no, that's the cost of having kids.
Yeah, no, that's not what we talk about here.
No.
So that's a whole different show, not an episode.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know where you're going with that. Oh my God, what? Well, don't say kink with kids. We can't do that episode either.
I'm not having any kink with kids. That would be wrong.
I meant...
Must be 18 or over.
No.
I know what you meant. It just sounded funny. No,
I know. That's why I said it.
I'm just trying to think when this comes out. This episode.
I don't know. We pull up the list of episodes.
Well, just in case, whether this comes out before or after voting ends.
Oh, let's look it up.
Okay. While she's looking this up, I'm just going to tell you, I don't know when this is going to come out, and this has absolutely nothing to do with the booty. Or maybe it does. I don't know.
I don't know.
But we forgot to mention.
It's very important.
This is so important.
This is like redonkulous. Redonkadonkulous.
We, Pink Kink Podcast, us, have been nominated for an AVN award for favorite adult podcast.
Rah-rah.
Yes.
This comes out the day before voting ends.
Okay, so hopefully you've listened to this on the day. Hurry up and please go vote for Pink Kink Podcast as your favorite adult podcast. Like, it is fucking cool and amazing that we even got nominated. We are up against some of the top level sex podcasts. And there's like at least one other podcast on there that talks about kink occasionally, but I'm pretty sure we are the only all kink podcast that's nominated.
Everybody else is just sex.
Well, no, the Dildorks have covered kink. I know that because I've used them for research.
Okay, they've covered kink, but we're the only ones that do it like every episode.
Right. So please go vote for us because that's pretty fucking amazing.
Oh my God, when she called and told me, I had no words. I was like,
well,
what?
first your problem was I called versus texted, so you thought someone had died or something.
I literally thought somebody was dead. We don't call each other. We are all texting all the time, all day long. But when we call each other, I thought she was calling me from the hospital.
Yeah.
And had a kidney stone issue again.
Yeah.
Because we like torturing each other with that again, too.
Yeah.
Like, hey, guess who's in the hospital? Me!
Yay! All right, so that was it.
All right. Ready?
Yep, go.
The headphones off for a second.
1, 2, 3.
Lube.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. So there's 3 kinds. There's water-based, there's silicone-based, and there's oil-based. So you guys know about the whole don't use silicone on silicone. So if you're using a silicone dildo for anal, don't use silicone lube. You just no. Water-based can be super absorbed into your body quicker. So honestly, an oil is really, really slick. It doesn't absorb into the body as much. So it's actually one of the better ones for anal sex. I think water-based or silicone-based is better for vaginal.
Okay.
But from the research, it says that oil-based is better. It also lasts longer, so you don't need to like pause and re-lube as much if you use, unless like the water-based. Now, somebody also mentioned saliva. This is really good for like latex condoms, which also you should be using. But
unless you have a latex allergy.
Yeah, in which case you don't want to do that. Guess what?
Non-latex condoms.
Yeah, so the lambskin ones are actually really good. I personally like those. But anyway, you really, saliva isn't the best because it's water and it'll absorb really fast and you have to constantly re-lube. So unless you have like a spit fetish, in which case that'd be kind of fun. But oil-based lube does degrade condoms. But you don't, it's up to you really to just like experience. What are you doing?
There was a hair on my mic and it was tickling my chin.
Not by the hair of my teeny chin.
Yeah, but it wasn't attached to my chin. It was just tickling it.
Well, Mike hit puberty apparently and started growing hairs.
Sorry, Mike.
Okay, so.
I have a thing on lube.
Yeah.
So I have lube. And my lube is specifically anal lube because it has desensitizing, like it somewhat numbs.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that helps with it's like Ambisol for like babies teething. It numbs it. This is that in lube format for your ass.
Well, that's cool. One thing though, does it have spermicide?
I haven't checked. I don't worry about that.
Okay, but one of the things is
this is not for your vagina. It's marked as anal.
But here's the thing. If you do get a lube, it needs to be without spermicide.
Why?
Because the spermicide can actually damage the tissues in your anus and make it easier to contact STIs.
I didn't know that. Well, for me, honestly, remember, I'm not having anal sex. I'm only using the plugs.
Okay.
But this is important for the people who are having anal sex.
Are.
Now I have to go to
really
Amazon
careful.
and look it up.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Are you doing that right now?
Well, yeah, because you're talking.
Okay. All right. So anyway, a lot of people say that anal sex is painful, and that is literally because they
water-based.
It is okay. So your thing is water-based.
No, this one is okay. This one, this is what I'm thinking of. This is called a clean stream relax desensitizing lube.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna read. I gotta get down here and get the additional.
Yeah,
I know.
Get it?
Okay, this has. Well, unless there's a fancy name for the spermicide, I don't see anything that says spermicide.
Okay.
And it's water based.
Okay.
It's got a whole lot of fancy names in here I can't pronounce.
Lots of chemicals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I just want to point out that if you're going to have booty sex, you need to stretch. It is a muscle. The sphincter is a muscle. However, it is not like the bicep or the hamstring that can relax and contract and like you can contract it and it's, contracted. And then you consciously go, I'm undoing that. Whatever. You can relax it. The booty does not work like that. Are you done looking up stuff and interrupting me now?
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't want to lie to you.
That's, I appreciate that. Hey, if you were Pinocchio and you lied, do you think it would be your nose that grows or your butt?
I would like it to be my butt. Maybe it's my boobs. Maybe that's how they got this big.
Oh, that might explain a lot of things about mine. Oh my God. Okay. I'm interrupting me now because there is another story from last night. I had a person on my table who had top surgery. And
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The black and red shorts one. Yeah. So lovely person. And I said, I wasn't sure how long ago they had gotten the top surgery, so I asked if the scars were sensitive, because sometimes scars can be when you do electro. And this person wiggles a lot, so I just wanted to make sure in case I hit them, right,
you're prepared.
Be prepared for that. And they were like, no, they're fine. They're not that sensitive. I mean, that area is sensitive anyway, but, not the scars themselves. It's like, all right, cool. And then I kind of leaned over and I was like, so how does that feel to like not have them anymore? And they were like, oh my God, it's amazing. I can do this. And then laid flat on the table. I was like, okay, shut up now. I'm jealous.
See, I'm not.
And then they said, and I can run down the stairs. And I went, okay, now you're just being rude. Stop.
My God, that was like last night. I was trying to be Naughty and Nice's cheerleader. But I kept saying I can't jump up and down because I'm not wearing a bra.
Yeah, no, don't do that. One time I did a jumping jack and without a bra, and I thought they fell off.
Oh my God, even doing a jumping jack in a bra was not fun.
The worst experience ever. Okay,
back to the butt.
The butt. Booty muscle, it's you have to actually stretch it out, but it kind of stays like that for a minute. It's not like it snaps back. You have to you got to work it.
Yeah.
You got to work it. I don't actually know that song. Put the
I don't
thing
know it
down,
either.
flip it and reverse it. Okay, that's all I know. It's been like 20 years, people. Give me a break. And Robert doesn't even know that song because she's not a millennial, so it's okay.
Yep.
All right, so you have to relax, which is a lot harder than it sounds.
I'm not very good at that.
And
maybe that's why I don't do well with butt
You
sex.
don't relax ever.
No.
But it needs a lot of foreplay. But it needs a lot of foreplay. So if you are not a person that is into foreplay, too bad, so sad. For this, you have to do foreplay. So the cool thing about booty foreplay is this is where you can actually turn that into a kink scene.
Ooh.
And this is the part that I enjoy. I mean, I did enjoy butt sex with horsecock because that was wild. But there's all kinds of things you can actually do with it. It does not have to be a penis. It can be a plug, some sort of toy. You can put, oh my God, you can play electro with your butt and make that a kink scene. Did you not know that? Not just smacking your ass with electro toys.
Oh, like putting things into your butt?
That are electro. Yeah, well,
okay, yeah.
No. But even then, in order to relax and to make it a little more fun, you can actually put the TENS unit patches on either side of your butthole.
Okay, now that I would be willing to try.
I haven't done that with you yet?
You haven't done TENS unit with me at all.
Oh, we need to rectify that. Get it?
Ha ha.
We definitely need to do that, though, because of all the things, I feel like you would like that. And you do like butt play, right?
I do like butt play. I mean, there's having fingers in my butt, I'm fine with. Butt plugs, I'm fine with, though. It has been fucking forever since I've done it.
Yeah, no, we need to do that. That'll be super fun.
Okay.
So wait, you can do knife play on me and I will do electro booty stuff on you.
Got it.
Oh, we should do like...
I feel like you should do the electro booty stuff on me first, and then that will determine how your knife play scene goes.
No. Other way around, please. I want you to be happy when you knife play me. You know what? That would be super funny episode. Like, we switched and see what happens.
Ooh, we could totally do that.
Oh, that'd be fun. Let's do it.
We have the travel mics, which I very smartly have already...
Should we wear the travel mics while we're doing the scenes?
Yes.
And you can hear us go, oh my God, what the fuck?
Yes. And I very smartly have already put them out. So I remember to bring them to Winterfire.
Very good. Are they charged?
Well, no, because I figured we'd charge them at Winterfire. Like, I'll plug them in that night.
All right. That's your job. You remember that.
Yes. Remember, I know. Trust me. One time I learned my lesson. Was it 2 years ago when we tried to record and didn't record?
Yes.
I'm much better now.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So we going back to the booty. Circle back. Haha. So this part I actually really like. So you can get anal training dildos. And, you start out with a little bitty one and you go a little boop, 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 boop. And then you get a little bit bigger and you go boop, 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 boop. And you kind of fuck around with it a little bit.
I do want to try one of those that you like, that are like blow up things. You put it in and you pump it and it gets.
No, I don't have that one anymore.
I would be willing to totally try one of those.
I had one with Olivia. I might have actually been hers, but that was super fun. That was, oh my God, the size that I blew that up to in her butt. Oh my God, she could take a lot. All right. So anyway, so you can also be kinky with, you could do butt plugs, and there's like a shit ton of those things, right? Like there's so many different kinds of butt plugs. It's ridiculous. You can get prostate massagers.
Is it redunculous?
It is redunkadunculous. I already made that joke.
Oh, sorry.
Prostate
I'm
massagers
old,
are super
remember?
fun.
Yeah.
You can have electro butt plugs, which are they're so much fun. I can't even tell you. You can do anal beads. The one thing that you need to have, no matter what toy you use, is it has to have a flared base. Jesus, good Lord, please, flared base. And here's the even more funny part. Do you remember around Christmas when all of the doctors on TikTok were going into the Target?
The doctors, the paramedics, everybody was talking about it.
The one paramedic that does that face.
Oh, have you heard the drama about him?
No, what?
Apparently, the power went to his head, and I don't know that he actually had sex with followers, but he certainly was flirting and emotional cheating and then lying about it.
Oh,
and oh yeah.
No.
Oh, yes.
Big Daddy Energy paramedic?
Badge 502, whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. Quite the TikTok drama. Anyway.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, but the doctor is the one that I followed, and he would be like, don't put this in your butt. And somebody stitched it, went up to them, found the exact one, and was like, is this the one? Is this the one you were talking about? Like, is this it? Is this the one from your video? It has a flared base.
Yeah, everybody was joking around. The people were taking like 3 or 4 foot ones and going, but it has a flared base.
It has a flared base.
Look, we have a mutual friend who has taken some rather large items up the ass.
Is their favorite color green?
Yes. And I will say, I'm both impressed as hell and scared.
Yes.
Because, damn.
Yeah, some of the things that this person can take are impressive.
Like arm size.
Impressive.
Arm size. And I'm not recommending you necessarily do that, but wow. I mean, look.
Did you see his shirt last night, by the way?
I did not.
It said, I like butt stuff.
Oh my God, that'd been perfect. Yeah.
We should get a picture of him for this episode wearing that shirt.
He would totally do it too.
Oh, 100%. I think we need to ask him. That'd be perfect. Send us a picture of you wearing that shirt. All right. So we don't have a whole lot of time left on this episode.
Oh, okay.
Because we've been chatterboxing the whole time.
Yeah.
So I just really quick need to talk about the other 3 pages.
Okay. All right. I'm going to sit here and be quiet. Go.
Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is fisting. It is, despite what the name suggests, does not involve actually inserting the entire fist.
Really?
It doesn't have to.
Oh, it doesn't have to, but it
doesn't
can.
have to. Fisting is simply, it's not, fisting is what a lot of people think of is punching. You don't have to it's not balling up your fist into you're about to punch somebody and punch and put that in.
You don't do that either when you're fisting the
right
vagina.
But that's what a lot of people think of when they think of fisting for some reason. It's like, have you ever watched porn? That's not how this works.
That's not how any of this works.
It's more like a duck.
Quack, quack.
So maybe we should call it ducking.
Listen, you come at my ass with a fist, I am ducking.
We're flattening.
Yeah.
You're just going to be on the floor. No.
Can I cross? I have to learn how to lock my butt cheeks so you can't get in there. I mean, the general you, not the you specific
why me?
you.
I'm not going to go after your butt. There's nothing there.
No, it is flat.
Yeah, so it's definitely more like a duck. I seriously just want to call it ducking instead of fisting.
Listen,
now.
I have actually seen porn videos of 2 hands.
I've seen that too.
This falls under the category of why. At least for me.
Because I have that answer.
Oh.
It's literally the next bullet point. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Because some people, like rah-rah, like to test their limits and see what they can take.
My butt says no.
No, but does your vagina say yes?
No.
Oh. We found a limit for rah-rah.
I've pushed babies out of there, so that I feel like that tested my limits.
Good
I'm
point.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, but a lot of people want to do that, and that's what they want to do.
The same way that people look at me with the needles and stuff. You do you, boo. I don't judge you for it, but I ain't doing it.
Well, it's also can be increased intimacy with you and your partner. It's intense.
I've tried it vaginally. It's not going to be happening.
I did the fisting. I was not the fisted.
I've fisted somebody.
Yes, and it didn't increase our intimacy at all.
I have teeny tiny baby hands.
Me
They'll
too.
fit.
Me too.
Oh,
Yours
yours
are smaller than mine, but for my size, I have small hands.
Even with my long ass fingernails right now, my fingers are still smaller than yours.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, because you're 5 foot. I'm 8 inches taller than you. My hands are actually really tiny. Tiny? I can't, no.
Can you sign with them? Then they're signy.
Not really. I can sign my name.
You can do this, and we can give the middle finger.
That's a really good sign, yes, and I can do this one.
Yeah.
The pussy licker.
Okay.
So another reason people like to do it is it's very taboo.
Yeah.
Very taboo. More than anal sex, anal fisting, which, by the way, is definitely one of my favorite porns to watch.
Yeah.
No. Ask me why.
I'm afraid to ask why.
They scream a lot.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. Yeah,
every porn I watch.
You try to stick your fist in my ass, I can assure you I'll be screaming.
Yes, but these people are screaming because they like it.
Yeah, these are trained professionals. Do not try this at home.
Well, maybe not some of them. I don't think they're very trained.
Yeah.
Professionals possibly, but I don't know about the trained. Okay, if you're going to do this, please, for the love of God, have some good cleaning products.
Yeah.
Also, fingernails. Trimmed and filed.
I would honestly recommend also wearing gloves.
Definitely, but you still want to have your fingernails trimmed and filed.
Listen, as somebody who has fisted somebody, and I have long fingernails, what I was able to purchase from our friendly kinky neighborhood store Amazon is they're like thimbles, but for all your fingers.
Yes.
And you put those over, and then you put the glove over that, so it keeps it in place, and it keeps the fingernails from scratching or hurting anybody.
Mm-hmm. Also, you need a warm up. I don't care who you are. You do not go straight into fisting.
Yeah.
That requires preparation.
And have a ton of lube. Like not just
much.
a small little lube, like a huge bottle of lube, because you can never put too much lube on. Just lube, and more lube.
Rule number 2.
With a side of lube.
With a side of lube and an extra order of lube.
Yes.
If you want dessert,
okay.
Lube.
Ooh, I'm excited about this next part.
Pegging?
Yeah.
Okay,
the question that started it all.
Yes. Okay, you want to read that part since you already read half of it?
I'll just read the question. Then
because
you
it
can
was your
give
question.
It was my question. Then you can give the answer.
Sure thing.
So the question that came up in a previous episode is,
which inspired this whole episode,
right? If a woman is fucked by a strap-on dildo, is that still considered pegging?
In the ass. It was in the ass because remember, like we had lesbian sex with a dildo in vagina.
Right.
But this is more specifically in the ass. Right?
Well, I was thinking it in generic terms because I don't think about anal sex. I try not to think about anal sex.
Right. Okay.
So is it, because normally when you think of pegging, you think of the strap-on going into the male.
Yes.
So what happens if the strap-on goes into a female?
It is not considered pegging.
Interesting.
So the term is only applied when a female performs anal sex on a male. I have no idea about non-binary because it didn't have any of that in the research. I have no idea about trans because, again, it didn't have anything like that because, remember, nobody has done anything with these instances in research in a hot minute. So if it's an actual... And I don't have access to the information for that. I have the internet.
So if it's an actual live penis...
What do you mean?
Well, because you specifically say here on pegging that it has to be a strap-on.
Yes.
So it's just plain old anal sex, not pegging, if it's a actual live dick.
Going into a hole?
Yeah, going into a hole. Okay.
Pegging only refers to the strap-on and the dildo.
Gotcha. And only if it's going from a female
into
to
a male's ass. Yes. Right. Yeah, that's it.
I'm assuming they mean it doesn't matter whether you identify as non-binary. This is probably the cis. So if you're a cis female going into a cis male.
I mean, I'd like to know from the queer community if there has been any terminology changes according to this, but this is what I found.
Right.
And I tried to look it up for like, okay, what happens if it's this? What happens if it's this? But the only thing it kept saying is no, it is based on gender roles. So like that's the part that was confusing me. It does refer to it in traditional cisgender heterosexual gender roles and practices, man penetrated by woman. So like reverse. but I couldn't find anything, and I am not in a whole lot of, I don't have access to a lot of queer community stuff. So, but this is what I always do as pegging.
Okay.
Are you posting the question?
Yeah, but in a different chat where
Gotcha.
where I have more access to people who identify as non-binary and queer.
Thank you, because I would really like to know this answer.
Okay.
I couldn't find anything, and it was bugging me.
Right.
I mean, honestly, I should have just asked Locrian. Quick editing note here. After Rara and I were finished recording, she ended up asking the question in another Discord, not ours, and we got a couple of answers that I wanted to share with everybody. One person said, I think the generally accepted definition of it at this point is person A fucking person B with a penetrative toy strapped onto them like a real dick. Because I've seen gay pegging scenes where the guy doing the penetration was in chastity, that sort of thing. Or where the top wasn't allowed to or couldn't use his dick in general. Or the bottom was a fisting bottom and they wanted to use big toys. Another person replied, so, as an NB who uses a strap only during play and sex, I just call it intercourse. Yes, I may be wearing a strap, but my dick is not an option. That's just my take. And the last person said, in my opinion, and from what I've seen and heard, pegging is typically referring to a cis AFAB top, cis AMAB bottom. This is very binary and not inclusive at all. I think sex or intercourse or even strap sex is much more inclusive of non-cis-het sex involving strap-ons. All right, so moving on and one more thing. Pegging, that used to be my thing. That was a huge thing that I used to do. I don't really do it anymore because I haven't really had another partner since Olivia, and this was pre-transition for Olivia. And Daddy J is not into it, so we don't really do that. So the other things you can do are prostate massage and analingus. And then I really want to get into the safety stuff, so I guess I can't get into rimming and I can't get into prostate massage. But again, we can talk about this other stuff. Oh, analingus is tongue. So it's rimming, and you're just kind of go with your tongue. It's basically cunnilingus, where you lick in the clitty, except on the booty.
Or ATM, which still, when I hear the term ATM, I still want to think of the bank. And then I remember, oh yeah, it's ass to mouth.
Well, so I also really have enjoyed performing analingus. I've done it plenty of times, and I got to tell you, Daddy J makes some really fun noises.
I don't kiss no ass.
So the number one rule for that: clean, 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 clean. I cannot say this enough. Scrub-a-dub-dub, babies. Scrub-a-dub-dub. All right, so you want to know what somebody called it? I looked up technique for analingus.
Oh my God, there's a technique?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is Tootsie Pop.
No. God, no. God, fucking no.
It literally says, run your tongue around it like a Tootsie Pop. Okay, here we go. Do not play with anal stuff. If you have any of these going on, gas, diarrhea, constipation,
oh my God,
bleeding,
hold on,
open sores, hemorrhoids.
I'm having this vision of somebody giving analingus and then somebody just farts in their face.
This is why I'm saying don't do it if you have gas.
But
you do not want that level of embarrassment.
Sometimes the farts happen without knowing that they're going to happen.
Well, okay, there's a difference between an accidental and a because you have gas and it's been rolling around in there for a little bit and you decide to do anal play. If you want that level, like if you're into that level of humiliation, fine.
I'm embarrassed enough by queefing.
Oh my God, I hate queefing. I will laugh my ass off now, though, if it's with Daddy J. But at the same time, even with Daddy J at this point, I don't care if I fart. He's my husband. I live with him. It's been really long ass time, whatever. But if it's during sex, I want to die. That's a no. All right. Should you do an enema? Probably.
I've bought stuff to do enemas. I haven't even I think it's still in the packaging.
Oh, I've done it. Yeah, all the time before I would go with horsecock. Yeah, all the time. You don't have to, but it's probably a decent idea if you're going to do actual penetration, simply because then you don't have shit on the dick or whatever toy you're using.
Well, as I said, I've used plugs, and there does tend to be some shit on the plug when you pull it out, or when it pops out of your ass in the middle of an impact scene.
Also, what is that rule? Don't wear a butt plug if you're going to go on an airplane?
No, you can. Don't wear a metal butt plug through security.
Right.
But that's also when they should do X-rays. I don't think it's going to set it off now.
Not
when
with
they have the new technology.
Not so much.
But
right. Yeah, there is risks of tears when you do an enema. There are downsides. Frequent enemas can disrupt the rectum, the bowels, the digestive tract, and interfere with the elimination rhythm.
Oh, don't mess with my elimination rhythm.
Not at all.
However, I like my poops about an hour after I've had my coffee.
Did you know that some people get erotic pleasure out of the enema itself?
That doesn't surprise me.
That is not a thing for me because no.
Though I do.
But I'm just saying.
You got to admit, though, there's something that really is amazingly feeling good after that good poop, right? Like.
Yeah, but this is not, it doesn't feel like that. You've never done it. It doesn't feel like a good poop.
And if you ever stop, the faces you make when pooping are very similar to the faces you make when you have sex.
That's not how I wanted to end the episode, Rara.
You wanted to end.
I just wanted it to end. From end to end.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We were talking about enemas. I just felt we needed to lighten it up.
Hey, so speaking of lighten it up, I never got to say this.
Yeah.
But how
oh no. She can't even say it. She's already laughing.
How do butts communicate?
How?
Booty call.
Oh my God.
I really wanted to say that one.
Okay.
Hey, Rara.
Yeah.
I'm really happy that you've been a part of this episode today. You were a real asset. Your points were very well rounded.
No, then that's not me. Remember, flat ass here.
All right, that's it. I just really wanted to say those.
I think we might need to stop now before she continues down this road. You're already so full of it. Let's go. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you enjoyed what you heard, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a minute of our fun and educational content. New episodes drop every Friday.
If you love what we do and want to show support, there are several ways. Join us on Patreon at patreon.com/pinkkinkpodcast. You can support our affiliates or help spread the word about our kinky podcast to your friends.
Don't forget to rate and review Pink Kink on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Those 5-star reviews go a long way in boosting our podcast through the algorithm and reaching more listeners.
Sign up for our Pink Kink Institute classes. Shop at our Etsy shop, Pink Kink Boutique. Stay connected with us on social media. You'll find all the links on our link tree posted in the show notes.
Your support means the world to us. So until next time, stay pretty, stay safe,
and stay twisted.